Do I have to really say anything? Do I have to say anything? This is Adidas's. Oh, this is Adidas website. Okay. So if we go through, they have now replaced the women with the men on the site. This is the Pride swimsuit. Okay. This is the Pride. Nope. I'm not turning it off. And the reason that I'm not turning it off is because we need to have a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. We need to have a conversation. Let me stop mirroring my camera and let me change it to that. We need to have a conversation, ladies and gentlemen. Adidas has now replaced, this is their website right now live. You can go on there and order 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 size guides. Apparently, Nair comes separately in order to groom that off the chest. Let's blow it up for you. I want you to see what it is that you're dealing with. Can we blow that up? No? So it wasn't enough. No, the visual is the thing that we have to lean into in order to ensure that we really, really hit the. See, if I just tell you and I say, well, Adidas is doing this and so on and so forth, it's not going to hit the same as if I show it to you. Don't turn it off. I want you to see it for yourself. Because the thing that I've learned about people, is out of sight, out of mind. Let me tell you what happened during the drug game, okay? No. You gonna roll out with me on this one. Let me tell you what happened during the drug game. When they was flooding the hood with crack and cocaine in the 80s and the 90s and the 70s, the war on drugs wasn't really a big deal. And you know why the war on drugs wasn't really a big deal? Here, I'll make it a little smaller for y'all. You know why the war on drugs wasn't really a big deal? The war on drugs wasn't really a big deal because it wasn't at your doorstep. People didn't trip about it because it was contained within a certain radius or demographic of people within an urban community. And so what happened was, once it started to spread out and it started to affect what was going on in other communities, aka meth, aka heroin, aka the opioid crisis, then people started to get concerned about it. They started suing the drug companies. They started trying to figure out what was going on, all of that other type of stuff. But as long as you're not seeing it, as long as you can't really, it don't resonate with you, you're not going to really pay attention to what's going on. And that's why you see people often at times say, well, it don't affect me, so why do you care? One of the comments that I see on a regular basis when I scan through and I see comments on the Anton Daniels channel and I see it on the Millionaire Morning Show channel is, Anton, why do you feel compelled to talk about this? It don't affect you. Why don't it affect me? My daughter got to grow up in this environment. You guys have to be subjected to it. I use public restrooms, don't I? I coach guys that are largely affected by what goes on. And I'm not just talking about what's happening with the alphabet people. I'm talking about what's happening in society as a whole. I pay my taxes, don't I? I fly, don't I? I use the infrastructure, don't I? I have to be subjected to the laws, and then I got to contact my tax strategist in order to make a different adjustment so that we can ensure that we continue to run a bag. We're all affected. We're all interconnected. That's the beautiful thing about humans, is that what you do even though it may not impact me as much as it impacts him over there, because I have the resources in order to remove myself from the situation. We're all interconnected. So we're all in one way, shape, or form going to be impacted by the decisions that happen by everybody else. So you can't sit here and tell me that what I can and can't talk about, because I live in this world the same way that you live in the world. And so when I see this happen, because this is more than just getting to the money, this is our moral compass. This is ethics. This is code. See, it's no longer why are you concerned with what it is that I do in my bedroom? It's I'm gonna throw it in your face because I'm gonna push in a narrative and an agenda. See, when my daughter goes to college, I have to be very careful. I have to be very, very careful about where it is that I'm sending her and how it is that I'm creating an environment for her, because colleges have largely become indoctrination camps. That's a fact. Colleges have now become indoctrination camps. I'll show you just how far it's going, right? I'm never probably going to ever buy another pair of Adidas in my life. I'm never going to probably buy another pair of Nikes in my life, because I now have enough sneakers probably to last me the rest of my life. I literally have hundreds of sneakers. I don't even really want, let me show you what I wear. This is my latest pair that I bought. These were actually designed by a former Yeezy designer once they obviously got away from Adidas. And so these is what I wear. I got a white pair and I got the lime green pair, right? My daughter, Leslie, and my wife got pairs, but these are largely made by the same designer that made the foam runners. He wound up having to be a black guy. And this is what I wear. This is what I rock. Like, I largely, anything that I buy at this point is not Nike, it's not Adidas. I buy old school stuff and stuff like that. I have enough sneakers to literally last me for the rest of my life. I have enough sneakers to last me for the rest of my life. I literally have hundreds of sneakers. So I'll be wearing whatever it is that I already have, and I'm probably never going to buy another pair of sneakers ever. They say, Anton, those are ugly. Those are absolutely phenomenal, and they're some of the most comfortable shoes that I've ever worn in my entire life. See, I'm not necessarily worried about drip. I stand on something. I stand on the idea that I'm no longer going to be. See, drip got you supporting Nike and Adidas. It's the reason why you still buying the same things instead of changing the narrative of what it is that you support. This is exactly my point right here. Instead of y'all doing the research so that you can then go with whatever it is that your individual style is, you'd rather go with whatever the popular narrative is, which then allows for them to continue to push this stuff in front of your face. See, when I initially showed you this, y'all said, ooh, Anton, lower it. But now you've already been normalized to accept it, and you're just gonna say, well, I just won't go to that part of the, you know. See, trendy locks. Nobody is buying Adidas bathing suits anyway. Yes, they are. And it's not just the Adidas bathing suits, it's the entire company. It's the mindset behind the fact that they can continue to push something out to you when you supporting the company. What you think that they putting this up there just because ain't nobody buying it? Y'all still buy Balenciaga? Y'all still not buy Nikes? You still buy Adidas? You still here? I do you one better. I do you one better. Let me show you something. I'm going to mute it because the music is about to start playing. I'm going to mute it because the music is about to start playing. Do you know what this commercial is about? Do you know what this commercial is about? This is Ford Motor Company. This is literally Ford Motor Company. You see that? You see what's rolling through? I'm going to pause it right there. I'm going to pause it. You know what the name of the ad is? Do you know what the name of the ad is? See, y'all sitting here. Listen. It ain't just your beers anymore. It's not just the shoes. It's not just the bathing suits. It's literally affecting every single thing that we touch. It's the very bathrooms. It's the institutions that our kids go to. Everything. Here, I'll do you one better. Let me help you. The name of the ad is called Ford's Very Gay Raptor Redefines Tough for a New Generation. Here, let me help you. I know you don't think it's real. I'm going to pull it up for you. Check it out. I'm going to share this with you. It's got over 1,000 likes. That's the name of the ad. It's not even subtle marketing anymore. They're literally throwing it in your face. They're not even hiding it no more. They're throwing it in your face. They're not even trying to hide it anymore. People is pissed in the comments. You know why? Because they just now finding out about it. Shout out to the Very Gay Raptor. Redefining tough. Redefining tough. Redefining tough is the name of the ad for the Very Gay Raptor. Let me tell you who should be the most concerned. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to tell you who should be the most concerned. And I'm going to be dropping a link in the description today. Oh, yeah. I want y'all to be able to cam up and tell me where I'm off on this. You know who should be the most concerned as a result of what it is that you see happening in society today? Toy winner. You hit it. The women. It's not the men classy beats. It's the women. The women are the ones that's under attack. Y'all don't realize that the women are the ones that's going to suffer the most. Specifically, I'm going to do you one better. The ones that's going to suffer the most is going to be black women. But women in general are the ones that's, listen, they not infiltrating and beating us up in our sports. We already at the top of the food chain. You can't play a sport no more without getting your record broke. You can't use the bathroom without a dude standing next to you whose dick may be hard. You don't even have a place on the website to wear your swimsuits anymore. They replaced it with men. The biggest barrier to entry for women, especially in the mostly demographic, the most black and urban areas and demographics, the thing that women are saying, listen, they've been saying this for years. It's hard to find a good man. And then what do they say right after that? The good men, the ones that's really good, is already married, or they in prison, or they gay. Even if you had, listen, there's already way more women than men. And the idea is that even if you had every single guy that wasn't in prison and every single guy wasn't gay, you still wouldn't have enough men to go around for all of the women. They say, Anton, did you see what the Dodgers did with their pride game? No, I didn't see it. Let me see. Let me see what's happening out here in these streets. Dodgers pride. Dodgers pride. I'm gonna pull it up. Let me see what's happening out here in these streets. Let's pull it up.
In the spirit of unity, the Los Angeles Dodgers are proud to host the LGBTQ Pride Night, but one of those members not going to be involved. We want to take you out to Dodger Stadium right now with our Fox 11 team. Susan Hirasuna, thank you so much for joining us. Who was maybe uninvited, and what's the reaction from that community?
Well, not even maybe. They were indeed uninvited. So the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence, they're a drag performance group that also focuses on community service. Now, they were one of the honorees for Pride Night, June 16th, but the Dodger Association apparently was influenced by some Catholic groups who said that this was a Catholic hate group, or rather an anti-Catholic hate group, the fact that they dress up as nuns. So apparently that was offensive, and the Dodgers decided that it was appropriate to uninvite this group.
For the 6th consecutive year, the Dodgers have partnered with LA Pride.
These are scenes from last year's Pride Party at Dodger Stadium.
Oh, look at all of this zestiness that's happening over at the stadium.
This year, the rainbow colors may not be as vibrant.
The Los Angeles LGBT Center was honored to be a community partner, as we have been in recent years with the Dodgers. And at this point, without the sisters being celebrated, we won't be there.
The Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence bills itself as an order of queer and trans nuns devoted to community service, ministry, and outreach. The group
Ministry? Oh, man. This is wild. This is absolutely out of control, yo.
went from honorees as community heroes by the Dodgers to sudden zeros. The Dodgers statement reads in part, given the strong feelings of people who have been offended by the sisters' inclusion in our evening, and in an effort not to distract from the great benefits that we have seen over the years of Pride Night, we are deciding to remove them from this year's group of honorees.
Some special guests joining us here tonight.
The Catholic League and others mounted an email campaign against the honor. On the group's website, Bill Donahue called the sisters homosexual bigots.
To be influenced by outside extremists and to disinvite the sisters just feels very harmful, not just to our community, but also to the reputation of the Dodgers.
Joe Holladonor sees this as more evidence the LGBTQ plus community is under attack. Most recently, the anti-drag laws. Is there anything that could save the celebration?
What I want the Dodgers to do is be accountable. Recognize that they have caused harm by disinviting the sisters, re-extend the invitation, and stand in solidarity with our community now when they need us most.
Do y'all feel like y'all under attack now? Just curious. Do you feel like your civil liberties, do you feel like the thing that you stand on, do you think the things that you were raised to believe, your conservative values, they feel like they're under attack because they're not invited to be honored while they're wearing nun outfits? This is wild. Do you know that the gay community compared themselves to the black community and the atrocities that black people went through during slavery? Do you realize that even for you guys that are blackity black, that's asking for reparations, they can't get it because they so distracted dealing with and highlighting a different community that literally is doing it based off of choice? Is this what y'all want? Is this the world? No, I'm just curious. I'm just absolutely curious. Is this the world that you would like your kids to be raised in? Because it's only going to get worse. Listen, Pandora's box is open. Pandora's box is open. And you're never going to be able to put the genie back into the bottle. And so when you see this type of stuff happening, you've already allowed yourself to be infiltrated by what it is that you see happening right now. And so this is what you get. These are your leaders now. You can't go to a sports game unless it's something sexual or they honoring some other community that ain't got nothing to do with the teams that's out there. You can't go to college. You can't buy a truck. You can't even go and get a swimsuit or order online on the e-commerce site without being bombarded. And don't click down the wrong place and you get your cookies, and it start your cash on your thing. Then you're going to start getting recommended all kind of stuff that you never wanted to see in the first place, simply because you went down a wrong rabbit hole and you clicked on the wrong website. See, I'm cool with doing this right now because the way that my YouTube is set up is that every single piece of my watch history is removed on this particular account, on his YouTube premium account. I'm going to just leave that right there.